Hi everybody. Today I have the pleasure to have with us Alessandra Vizza. Hi Alessandra. Alessandra
Hello.
is the business director in Corning of the Reactor Technologies. So I'm very pleased to see you again. So we know each other since a long time. So we speak about COVID emergency. Alessandra, the COVID crisis has highlighted the issue of dependency of Europe and US towards China. So there is certainly the need of alternative supply chain. What are, in your opinion, the benefits that flow chemistry and localization of manufacture offer to producers and markets?
Thanks, Silvana. It is clear that the COVID-19 crisis has generated some consideration on how we can do differently in the future, and particularly in the sourcing of raw material and final products. I personally feel that among the many advantages of flow chemistry technology, the continuous small-scale nature will be the key one. Consequently, this change will really be a difference in the perspective of production unit, because there is no longer the need to build new facilities to accommodate big batch. And we, for example, in Corning, we need a third less space than a standard batch. This reduces drastically the manufacturing footprint and enable the manufacturer to respond on production needs. So this represents a saving in transportation, in logistic cost, because production is done close to production. And I would personally say that this situation will also establish the benefit of the flow technology as an opportunity to serve the market in the different regions.
Okay, so thank you very much for this very clear explanation and this clear opinion. So just going to another question, what is the most significant challenge when considering local manufactured API, so active pharmaceutical ingredients in particular?
Yeah, I think that today the industry requires equipment manufacturers to have a fast response to the market needs, to the geographical proximity, and to the customer, an ability also to switch very quickly the different process and to work by campaign and demand. That is really what API markets require. We also observe in Corning that due to the macroeconomic situation, there is really a need to have dedicated and small units in more location. So flow chemistry is really a valuable process tool that provides process intensification, and it is the response to those needs. The challenge is for sure to have the users able to select the appropriate technology. So working with them in synergy will allow to do that pretty well and fast.
Okay, thanks. And now just in a particular, what is the most important thing to consider when implementing flow chemistry at scale? I know that is not easy, this question.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think that there is something I will put either in a big capital letter, that is the time saving. Considering that the implementation of a production scale will require an ability to quickly scale an installation from the lab result pilot. So in a traditional way, this will require months and years. I think today we have the ability to do that very fast. So there is a time saving, few months to switch from the lab to the production, because what we offer is a seamless scale up. This will be for sure an opportunity to be more competitive, saving time again. So I will use time as a really competitive tool to avoid phases that are not required.
Good, thanks. So, and now another interesting problem. I mean, we speak about automation. So plant automation has traditionally been a major cost in the construction of new batch plants. Process analytical technology is very expensive compared to traditional instrumentation. So what do you think and what do you say us? Will the automation cost of building a plant scale-up flow chemistry plant be cost prohibitive? What do you think?
I personally do not feel that this will be more expensive. The automation level is for sure built as a part of a plant scope, and it is linked to the industrial standards requirement that need to be followed. The new tools that today are available are combined with the equipment, and they have the capability to solve problems, and the other advantage is that they are smaller. There is for sure a cost, but by experience, we don't think this is different than the one that is required to automate a batch. And there is another way to see at that, because you can recognize this cost as a way to save future costs, because you need to be sure that what you are running in your process is reliable to avoid to lose production capability. So the more you control the process, the more you will be efficient and you will save cost.
Okay, thanks. I am a chemist, but you know, I studied chemistry long ago, and when I was at university, I didn't study anything about flow chemistry. And I recognize that now, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of industries are very much involved, and many people are very much involved. But what is your recommendation for the further inclusion of flow chemistry in the academic chemistry? What do you think? It is necessary? It is already on? I don't know.
No, it is definitely necessary, and it is ongoing. Corning has always had a mission to try to educate the future generation, and I think I had the pleasure also to share that in a recent interview. So the capability to add this flow chemistry education as a part of a student's curriculum will be a must for the academia, and this as well a must because this will create the link between the students, the future users, and the technology that are available on the market. So it's an opportunity also for university to be more competitive, to be aware of what is really happening in the reality that maybe wasn't the case in the past. So we really think this is really something we need to do. We recently introduced a new product that we call Nebula. This is really dedicated for the education in order that people can be familiar with the technology. And in parallel, we run a lot of collaboration with a lot of prestigious university, and the fact that those people write publication by using the technology is also a proof to demonstrate to the students and to the society that the technology has a lot of value.
I see. So thanks. When I will be born again, I will take care of your suggestion, because in my previous knowledge, I didn't know anything. Fortunately, with my job, I have the occasion to learn some steps anyway. So, Alessandra, I thank you very much. You've been very clear, very, you gave us very interesting information. So I wish you the best for now. And of course, stay well, you, your family, your friends, your colleagues. So thank you
so much,
very
Silvana.
much. And
my pleasure. Hello to the
Ciao.
web community. Bye.
Ciao.